We're coming up the small stream from the big river there. You can see right here how everything's pushed over. Occasionally, this whole area goes underwater. Up the small stream is a big beaver dam, but it looks like it's holding up absolutely nothing because, like I said, we have a 10-inch rain deficit this year. Amazing, look at that. Not a thing behind the beaver dam. Regularly, you could see there'd be over 2 feet of water being held up here. Now we can just walk around in the dry beaver bed, see a few lonely deer prints. And those would be the beaver prints there. Going to check in on their wall. Tell it's been there a while. Oh, but there's another beaver dam. If we walk upstream a little, I don't even know where that little trickle's coming from. That's just being picked up from the ground, because there's absolutely nothing this far up. But it does look like water would usually be flowing here quite a bit. And look at this. This beaver dam is like 3 times as big. It's completely bone dry. I can easily walk over that, but she can't, so I'm gonna take a little detour through the woods to get into this beaver swamp. All right, there's a little bit of water, but basically useless for the beavers. Sometimes the pond gets so high, looks like they even had to block off that area. Let's go down and look at it. This is what's left. We're gonna continue up. Eventually we're gonna find where they've moved up to. These beaver tracks are very fresh. You can see they keep coming down here just to check in, but there's no water. That's the beaver dam we were just looking at. A little upstream, there's water here. Oh, come on, don't drink that. That's not dangerous, iron oxidized bacteria. It'll do absolutely nothing if you drink it, but it's just gross. There's a bunch of leeches in this water too. Now we're getting back into a dry spot. And this beaver dam is even bigger than the last two. Just massive. And we got a little bit of water here, but nothing like it would usually have. Let's see if we can find a way up here. Take a look at the area. I don't see a lodge, so they don't live here. This is just another pond of theirs. Take a look at all the dead leaves here from last fall. It's just a big compost pile. You can see they're all rotted there. That means the water hasn't been up here in a while. And I figure if we walked further, we'll probably find another one up there. Let's check out if that's even possible. Appears to be possible. Thought I might sink pretty deep into this, but I guess not. Unless it gets too overgrown, we will continue. Oh, look at the size of those ones. That's a moose. There was a moose here recently. These massive tracks. By the way they look and how they're filled in, that moose was here a few days ago. We had a little bit of sprinkle showers, and you can see the little marks. It's been rained on a little bit. Now the mud is getting a little deep, and she's about to get filthy, but she'll take a bath when we get back out to the main river. Going up here a little more, we're converting back into a little stream, and I figure there's got to be a pond further up. And when we get back up here, it's coming back over to a more of a pond area. You can see leeches moving around in the water. She's being playful now. All right. Let's see what we got. We're getting deeper and deeper into the forest. Got a miniature beaver dam right here. And yes, beavers are strong creatures. They can build walls like this out of rocks. They will always use rocks when they have the opportunity. Look at that. They made the whole face of it perfectly flat. And then they pack it with things like grass and seal out any leaks. Continuing further up, an even bigger beaver dam. And this one is completely empty also. Up. And you can see the inside of the wall, they've lined it with rocks to an extent. So this pond would usually hold up about 2 feet of water at the end there. It's becoming more of a marshland, but there's still an open trail of where the water comes through. Beavers have been up here in the past week. I can tell by this chew marks. That's very recent. And look at that, our leaves are already starting to turn colors if you look up. Fall is going to be here soon. This area can get snow as early as October 1st. 5 minutes upstream. This area is actually full of life. The water is so clear. There's frogs everywhere. Look at all those water skimmers. What are they doing? Those water skimmers, they're eating a hornet. I just scared them off it, but I'm sure they'll come right back to continue eating. Oh, we're getting dry again. Look at the buildup here. You can see sometimes there's rapids here in the spring fall or the spring thaw. We might have to give up our search for water soon since it's becoming overgrown. But as soon as it looks like we're out of luck, it suddenly opens right back up again. Nice. All right, we're turning around now. Since it just becomes overgrown as the stream bed begins to get steeper and steeper as it heads up the nearby mountain. It also branches off a bunch of places, keeps branching off until it's just so small and overgrown. We're basically out of the swamp at that point. So now we're walking back. Dog is being so good today. She never is more than 50 feet behind, always following. Sit. When I do things like this, it's much easier just to let her follow than use a leash, because sometimes the places I'm walking aren't necessarily easiest for the dog. Like walking over this, I'd have to keep untangling the leash around every single tree. But I do leave the leash attached to her, just in case she does try to bolt after something in the woods. I can quickly run after her and just step on the end of it. I'm watching her at all times, so if she does get caught on something, I'll see her. I don't know why people were complaining about maybe she'll get stuck and drown somewhere. I'm right here with her, and the water is not deep enough for the dog to drown in. Look what I'm walking through right now. It's barely 6 inches deep. Hope this video was interesting. Thanks for watching. Those right there look like they were from a baby deer, a fawn. Extremely small. Hopefully she takes a drink from this water while it's nice and clear before we get back to that nasty, nasty place. I'm not worried about her getting anything bad from the water. She's had all her shots at this point, and she's treated every 4 months with Panicure for parasites. Usually there'd be a few inches of water right here where I'm standing, and they'd have their beautiful pond. Looks like when this is usually filled with water, this would be like an island. It would be underwater completely, but you'd have a few thickets. And over there, you can see you have a heavily traveled moose trail coming in. Got those dens right there. Muskrats make those. Muskrats actually live alongside beavers. They'll actually share a lodge. Look at that, she almost got stuck going in the deep mud. Oh yuck, look at that. All covered in mud. But we're gonna wash off. She has to cross a big river on the way back. Hey bro, come here. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Over here. Come on, over here. Come on. Come on, figure it out. Come on. Come on. There you go. She got up it perfectly on the way in here. Now this beaver lodge is nothing to run over. We're back out to the crystal clear main river. Now she can wash out here. So all that entire beaver complex was up this little stream that was dried out. And now she's gonna wash off. Gonna follow me over into this deep hole. Look at that old 100-year-old retaining wall made out of a chain link fence and river rocks. It's just falling off. It's peeling right away, about to fall into the water. This is an awesome pool actually here. About 3 feet of water. But right there we got some iron oxidizing bacteria starting to eat away the chain link fence. And also I bet that's sharp. I find little pieces of that all over downstream coming off of the retaining wall. Oh, look, she's all clean. Already washed herself off. This is really overgrown, this road. really overgrown.